What is up, boys and girls? Welcome to TV Tutorials. My name is Doc and I am back. Yes, I am back with another video for you guys, right? So on today's video, this is a requested video, right? So Angela on YouTube wrote to us and requested that I talk about specialized fields of secretarial work, and I'm just gonna do that, right? So do stick around because, as I said, that is what we're gonna be doing on today's video. Right. So I want to I want to help you guys understand what is expected of you in the working environment, and also what are your options. You understand? Meaning, what kind of jobs will you be able to do out there once you have obtained your qualification, right? So the first one that I want us to look at is legal secretary, right? So legal secretary provides essential support in law firms, legal departments, and court settings. They assist lawyers by preparing legal documents, maintaining case files, managing schedules, and communicating with clients and other legal professionals. Their deep understanding of legal terminology and procedures is crucial for accurate and efficient work, right? So that is basically like the overall responsibility of a legal secretary, right? So now I want us to understand what are the duties. Now, these are the things that if maybe you get into the working environment and you have opted to become a legal secretary, these are the duties, or these are the most common duties that would be expected of from you. You understand? So the first one is document preparation, right? So this means that drafting legal documents, contracts, and court filings with precision and accuracy, right? Another one is case management, organizing and maintaining case files, updating records, and tracking important deadlines. You understand? And then another one is client communication, interacting with clients, scheduling appointments, and relaying messages between attorneys and clients, right? There's quite a number of them, but that was sort of like the most common ones that you would typically find. You understand? So as it explains here, someone who's a legal secretary would be typically working in a legal environment. You understand? Maybe working for an organization that deals with legal matters. You understand? Like your courts, your attorneys, stuff like that. You understand? That is where you would typically find a legal secretary, right? And then another type of secretary we have is a medical secretary, right? So a medical secretaries are essential in healthcare environments, right? Ensuring smooth operations in clinics, hospitals, and medical offices. They handle patient records, appointment scheduling, insurance claims, and medical billing, right? Knowledge of medical terminology, regulations, and confidentiality protocols is vital to excel in this role. You understand? So if you get into the field of medicine, in the field of caring for other people's needs in terms of health wise, you would be dealing mostly with such things where you have to handle where you have to work with patients, organizing patient files, stuff like that. You understand? So let us look at the duties that a typical medical secretary would be expected to do, right? So the first one is patient records, as I explained. Basically, you would be maintaining electronic health records, updating patient information, and ensuring confidentiality. You understand? If you are a medical secretary, you cannot be exposing other patients' information to other patients, or any person who is not authorized to have access to such information. You understand? So these are things that you need to understand when you are specifically dealing with patient records. You understand? Everything is confidential unless you are required by regulatory bodies to actually give out such information. But I don't want us to dissect too much from what we are talking about, right? So another duty or responsibility would be appointment scheduling, right? Basically, you would be coordinating patient appointments, managing calendars for healthcare providers, and sending reminders. You understand? Remember, keep in mind that this is a secretarial position, so most of the work is mostly or mainly administration. You understand? So as it explains here, that you would be maybe scheduling client appointments, or you would be managing calendars of doctors or nurses and stuff like that. You understand? Those are some of the responsibilities or duties that would be expected from you. And then another type of secretary is a tourism officer or a tourism secretary, right? Tourism officers or secretaries play a role in the travel and hospitality industry. They assist with travel arrangements, customer inquiries, event planning, and coordination for tourists. Strong communication skills and a passion for promoting travel destinations are important in this field. Very important if you find yourself to be very interested in tourism as a whole, then, and you are currently doing office practice, this is probably where you would want to find yourself. You understand? And this means that you need to be able to or you would be playing a role in the travel and hospitality industry, right? And you'd be doing so in executing these duties. Travel arrangements, maybe assisting customers with travel bookings, including flights, accommodations, and transportation. You understand? Information sharing, providing tourists with information about local attractions, events, and activities, things like that. You understand? So you'd be basically expected to handle administration in terms of traveling matters. You understand? Dealing with tourists or visitors and stuff like that. You understand? And then another type of secretary is a management assistant as a liaison officer, right? So management assistants who serve as liaison officers act as a bridge between different departments or individuals within an organization. They facilitate communication, ensure information flows smoothly, and help maintain a collaborative work environment. Effective communication, diplomacy, and interpersonal skills are key attributes here, right? So if you think of a liaison officer, this is basically someone who I guess I can say who monitors a relationship between two parties. You understand? So take an organization for an example. If a company hires a liaison officer, that person would be basically responsible for ensuring that the organization's relationship with the community, for instance, is healthy. You understand? And that would be done through maybe having the community leader sit with the company's CEO, and the whole meeting is facilitated by a liaison officer. You understand? That is basically what a liaison officer does. And looking at it in the extent of being an assistant manager or a management assistant, you would be typically expected to facilitate the relationship between two parties, either from the organization with the community, or the organization with another organization, whatever the case may be. However, you would be expected to facilitate that relationship. You understand? So some of the duties that you would be expected to do is facilitating communication, right? Now this means that you are basically ensuring that smooth communication. There is smooth communication between different departments or teams within the organization. You understand? So say for instance there's the HR department and the security department. As a liaison officer, if maybe there's some sort of a conflict, you would be there to ensure that the relationship between those two departments is flowing smooth. You understand? That's the very same context that I was explaining about the organization as the whole versus the community. You understand? And then another duty or responsibility is meeting coordination. You would be scheduling meetings, preparing agendas, and distributing minutes to relevant parties. You understand? Those are some of the duties that you would be expected to do. The other one is an administrative management assistant, right? So an administrative management assistant provides general administrative support to organizations, right? They handle tasks like scheduling, correspondences, record keeping, and office management. Their versatile skills and ability to handle various tasks contributes to the overall efficiency of the office, because that is basically where you would find an administrative management assistant, right? They are basically in the office ensuring that office work flows smooth, right? So let's look at some of the duties, right? It includes scheduling, whether it is managing calendars or scheduling meetings or coordinating appointments for executives and the team members. That is your responsibility. You understand? There's correspondences. Maybe you are handling email communication, drafting memos, and preparing correspondences on behalf of the organization. And then the next duty that you would typically find is record keeping. Bear in mind, as I said, these are mostly administrative roles. So you would be most of the time handling admin. You understand? So record keeping is basically maintaining files, databases, and documents, ensuring easy retrieval and organization, right? And then the last type of secretary that you would find is a technological management assistant, right? In a rapidly evolving digital landscape, technology management assistants assist in managing technology-related tasks. This can involve coordinating IT support, managing digital resources, and assisting with technology-related projects. Right. So proficiency in technology, tools, and adaptability to new advancements are very vital. Right. So you have to understand technology to be in this kind of environment, because it is specifically focused on technological related matters, right? So some of the duties include digital resource management, which is technological management assistants excel in managing digital tools and resources that facilitate efficient operation. This includes overseeing software subscriptions, licenses, and ensuring teams have access to the right digital assets. For an example, maybe an IT technician, right? If the organization needs to be connected, the organization needs to have a system, a software that it uses to maybe run payroll. There needs to be someone who makes sure that the system is doing exactly what it is supposed to do, right? So a technological management assistant would be basically doing such things, right? So, well, that is that, Bafetu. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope this video made sense. If you still have questions, do make sure that you let me know in the comment section, and I will try my best to respond, right? If you're watching this video and you still haven't subscribed, come on now. Click on that subscribe button, click on that bell icon so that you get instant notifications for every time we drop new content. You do not want to miss out. All the links to our socials are right up here. You guys can communicate with us. Just like Angela, you can put in a video request, and I will try by all means to make sure that I make it happen, right? It is not only myself. I also do have a team of other tutors here. So if maybe you are doing a different subject, say maybe engineering, you can still do the same thing. And one of my colleagues maybe will respond. And yeah, anything other than that, Bafetu, thank you so much. As I always say, for myself and my team at TV Tutorials, yes.